If you heard a sudden sound, a sharp tone, a quick ringing in your ear, or a pressure shift, and you have that X mark on the palm of your hand, this video is for you. And this isn't happening to everyone. This is something that shows up only when a person is being interrupted out of an old path. Most people hear these sounds and they ignore them, but you have that X mark in your hand, so you shouldn't ignore these sounds, because the X mark is associated with crossroads, sudden awareness, and interruptions to momentum. So it's not like the other marks, where the other marks might be hearing these sounds for awakening. But not you, X mark. You hear these sounds for certain purposes or certain crossroads that's happening in your life, especially while the earth is going through a transition. So that's why when you hear these sounds, it might not feel peaceful, because these sounds are interrupting you while you are at a crossroads. Now, this X on your hand really gets defined when you're about to repeat an old cycle, when you're moving too far on autopilot, the programming that we got from the Matrix, or ignoring your inner redirection. That's why you start hearing these sounds, because it's here to interrupt. Now, I'm going to give you 4 sounds that you may hear. Sound number 1, a sudden sharp tone. So you might hear a tone in your ear real quick, and it just drops. Just like boom, just like that. And it just disappears. Now, this sound shows up when you was not fully conscious of a decision that you was about to make. It could be a decision that is not good for you, but you're making this decision subconsciously, not consciously, and it may not be good for you. That's why you will hear that sound during that time. So it's not confirmation. It's like a pause button. It's like, hold up, wait a minute. Don't make this decision yet. Think about it. Sound number 2, a pop or a pressure shift. So you might hear a sound that might just sound like something pop and then just release. It might go boop and then release. Now, this happens when an old identity loosens, or a false obligation collapses, or a timeline has just ended. Sound number 3, one-sided sound. It's going to happen in maybe one ear. It could happen in the left ear or could happen in the right ear only. This is not saying that it's something good or bad. It's just letting you know what direction that you're on. So either ear that you hear it, it could be any type of sound, could be a ringing, could be a sharp tone, whatever sound that you hear. If it's in one ear, it's all about the direction that you're on right now. That means you need to pause and stop and evaluate the direction that you're on in your life. Now, Dolores Cannon said this year, 2026, is all about pressure revealing paths for certain souls. And people with the X on their palm, that's associated with them. So it's going to be all about forced redirection, sudden clarity, and endings that's going to end abruptly. Now, if you want to learn more about what's going to happen for you in 2026, I wrote this guide. It's called the 2026 Survival Guide. So if you want to check it out, just scroll down, go into the description area, and you're going to see it right there. I have a little store, and it's going to be one of the ebooks. I got several other ebooks that you might be interested in. So go check that out to find out what you need to do in 2026 to survive this year. Now, let me tell you about the 4th sound. The 4th sound is you're going to hear a tone or ringing or any other sound, and then after that, it's just going to be complete silence. You're not going to be able to hear anything. And what this means is that it's a reset that's going on in your life. So you're about to reset. You may have already heard that since it's a new year. It usually happens at the beginning of the new year or the next level of a shift that's going on, since it is a shift going on this planet. The planet is shifting to a higher vibration. So you probably already experienced this sound and then silence. So if you have the X mark, don't panic. You're okay. Nothing is wrong with you if you're hearing these sounds, because they all mean something. So just embrace these sounds and pause, sit back, think about what's going on in your life when you hear these sounds, because you could be making a good decision or a bad decision. And one more thing before you go. If you want to talk to me directly, I go live on Twitch every week. Just follow me at twitch.tv/WokeReg. YouTube says watch this video next to understand what's going on this earth. Peace, get woke, and keep rising.